You see, us black people, yeah, a lot of us, our parents, anyway, my age group, yeah, I can't talk about the younger lot, like our youths, yeah, cool, they got us, but us, most of our parents came from overseas to this land and then started doing their thing. And so because of that, no matter what, there's always been a little slight rift between us because how we were both raised is different. Now you have to remember, regardless, because of age, there's always going to be a rift. You're older, I'm younger. How you see things is different from how I see things. So when you start slapping on different culture and all these things, you just thicken the layer. Okay? Thicken the layer. So yeah, why English children or whatever, I'm not saying all of them just get on with their parents kumbaya, but the layers to their wall, you get me, is one or two down. One or two down. At least they were all here together under the same regime, raised under a similar regime. So cool. They get it a bit more. So we always have that consistent thing with our parents. My way, your way, Western way, African way, Caribbean way, whatever. And then we'll slap on religion on top of that. 80% of us come from a religious background. Simple. So that's another feature. Because you may go to other races' home and they'll say, yeah, okay, I have the good tips with my mom, but religion and all that ain't one of them. So that's another layer they're not really dealing with. So now we got these layers, culture, religion, boom. We're all living together in one home, trying to abide in peace. It's not always peaceful. We know that. Even if we try, it's not always peaceful. So then we add in the church. When it comes to the church now, most of us is sort of like, get up, we're going. Cool, we'll follow you, yeah? And then we get there and the church ain't really on what we're on either. So now we're sitting in church and we're just like, okay. We go through seasons where we may force it a bit like, okay, all right, I'm going to get engaged. I'm going to try my thing. But usually it withers off because the thing just ain't built for our thing. You understand? It's more appealing to the older generation and then culturally it's more their thing. So the rise of churches that's basically bare young children and black British culture is more recent. I'll say maybe the last 10 years or something like that. It's been growing. And lots of children been leaving their parents' church and be joining these type of churches. Cool. Sounds good, looks good. Get me? Everyone's happy. Some parents would rather children stay with them, but cool, church is church. And then things start to escalate. And there's a few reasons why they escalate the way they do and how they stand so strong in our community. So, number one, black parenting, black households, I will say, come across, seem to be a bit more harsher. The rules, the regulation, the communication style is a little bit more militant. And that comes from where our parents come from. That's how they were raised. So when they come here, they give birth to us. And that's how they raise us. Now, where they're coming from, 90% of people were raised that way. But where we're coming from, we got colleagues, we got bedrooms, we got people them around us that weren't raised that way. So we compare ourselves like, oof, your mum's easy, your mum's cool, your dad's, you get me? My dad, my mum, not. So we're living with that. That creates an emotional drift between us and our parents. Standard, I don't care what anyone says. We all grow up later on and become friendly with our parents and chat to them and we're cool and we brush away the past. But the truth is, there's a little something there. We don't talk about it. We don't really focus on it. Maybe one or two times you might try to bring it up, and even with that, most people try to do it on the joke. Like, oh my God, I remember when you beat me because you did this. I remember. It's not a laughing matter. But we've turned our trauma into a joke just so we can cope. And our parents are never going to come and apologize, because to them, that's how it should be. That's the norm. So they're going about their business. If we want to overcome it, we are the ones who would have to address it. But we're not ready for that. Though we try to come across strong, developed, educated, not a lot of us are sitting down to have that type of chat with our parents about our childhood upbringing and things that we felt were whatever. Even if it's not to judge them, even if it's just to understand, most of us won't even sit down to have that conversation because we don't want to think about it no more. We're out of that era. I've survived it. I'm out of it. I don't want to look back. I don't want to talk about it. Let's move on. So we moved on and we're here. I bring up that point because your family setting is your first experience of belonging. And a lot of us struggle with that, feeling like we belong somewhere. Why? I've already talked about point one, the way we were raised at home and the differences in our community with our family culture. And then specifically with us here in the UK, Black Brits, though we are from where our parents are from, we're not really from there, if you understand. We're from there by blood, because our parents are from there. But we're not, we're from here. And then as we stand here, some of these men are telling us we're not from here. So we're in this like no man's land. So deep down, a majority of Black Brits don't have a true level of belonging. And then as Black Brits here, how much we have created our own belonging amongst each other, questionable.